Alright, so I said I was going to do this video, so here I am to do this video. Where did everything go wrong for Dragon Ball games? Where was the significant dip in quality, love, and care that was put into the games? And I believe I've pinpointed the point in time where the companies, not the publisher, Namco's the publisher, I don't fault them, but where did the developers quit caring? And I found it. It all truly started 3 years ago. January the 23rd, 2014. That date is so significant because it is the release date for Battle of Z. Everything that we have going on right now, Battle of Z did it first, and that should have been the warning point for the entire community. I mean, let's take some points. Let's look at Battle of Z as a whole and how I'm going to compare it to Xenoverse. Basic and lackluster gameplay. Now, yes, Xenoverse, from a mechanics and gameplay standpoint, it's a step above Battle of Z. But it's not too many steps above it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you have your key blast cancel and your dash cancel, but is that truly enough to distinguish it and set it apart leagues and bounds above Battle of Z? And I mean, you can argue it all you want, but Xenoverse combat system doesn't even begin to compare to Budokai Tenkaichi 3 or Raging Blast 2. But it does hold that little flag up, well, at least we're not Battle of Z. But it's not different enough. Then you notice how they handle content. I'm going to talk about DLC. We should have seen the way they're handling things now. We should have seen that coming from a mile away with the way they handled Battle of Z. Who did they use as a DLC character for Battle of Z? A established character that should have been in the game, no questions asked. Vegito. They used Vegito as DLC incentive for that game. What did they do in Xenoverse 1? Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta as DLC incentive. What did they do in Xenoverse 2? Goku Black, which by the time Xenoverse 2 had released, Goku Black should have been all but confirmed for us with no problems at all, no strings attached. He had been in the ether, as they say. He had been around. That everyone knew him. He was established. He should have been in the game, no questions asked. And I mean, I was really just sitting here thinking about it, and it just all these uncanny similarities between these two games and how they were handled and how they were destroyed. It just struck a chord with me. I mean, you look at how they handled the story modes. Now, Battle of Z really didn't truly have a story mode. But when you look at Xenoverse series, do they really have a story mode? What do? They use this time travel motif as an excuse to put sloppily done story scenarios together. And usually with these games, with Xenoverse games, the Namek Saga is where they put the most work at. I mean, for some odd reason. And everything else is bull. Everything else is lazily slapped together. Can you really call that a story mode? In my opinion, you can't. And I mean, just everything, the way the practices, that is where Namco quit caring about who they hired to make these games. Art Dink and Battle of Z was such a supreme failure that maybe it broke Namco. Maybe they just said, you know what, forget it. We don't want to make good Dragon Ball games anymore. We don't even want to attempt. Whoever we can toss this money at and get some, return on that investment, whatever. We don't care. And I try not to be so harsh on Namco because I understand that they're publishers at the end of the day. The only thing I truly fault them for is the whole rhyme style issue. But other than that, I love the games they put together. I've played the Soul Calibur series. I've dominated the Tekken series. I love the anime titles that they put out. But when I can see that Tekken gets such tender love and care, they get all the time that they need. Everything is top notch. Sometimes the mini games in Tekken games are better than the Dragon Ball games. And then I look over here at the legendary intellectual property that is Dragon Ball. And it's like they don't give a crap. They just don't care. They're like, you know what? Fine, done. We just put Goku's face on the box and let's be done with it. And that's the feeling that they're giving off. That's the vibe that they're giving off with these future titles. I mean, if it wasn't for character creator, would we really look at Xenoverse? Would we even care about Xenoverse? Without character creator, would we really even give two shakes about it? No, we wouldn't. And that's sad. That's the indicator that the game is in a bad place right now. Look at the way that they're handling the DLC. They had a chance to do something spectacular with the DLC in this game. And I don't really like DLC, but if you must have it, you know, whatever. If it were me, Goku Black, Fuse Zamas, Super Saiyan Rage Trunks, and Vegito Blue would have all been DLC Pack 1. Then DLC Pack 2, 3, and 4, it would have been the Tournament of Power characters, some movie characters, and Baby. I mean, how do they miss out on Baby? Why is he not in the game? Why are they putting half-done Bojacks together? Why are they just treating this series like trash? But again, like I said, I went around, I did some Batman detective work to figure out when it went wrong. And yes, Battle of Z is when it all came crashing down. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I mean, you're a perfect being to Super Itachi. If you're a true perfectionist, turn on those notifications so that you do know when I drop a video. Also, hit that subscribe button if you're new. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter as well, and I will see you in the next video. We have a lot more to discuss, and this was just the icebreaker, if you will. I'll see you next time.